Since I did my evening skincare routine, I thought I would do my morning one. In my evening skincare routine video, I did give a rather meaty intro, but I will summarize. So why would you listen to me about my skincare routine? Well, I am a holistic esthetician. I absolutely love beauty. I used to also be a skincare influencer. I don't consider myself one anymore. I love learning about skin and I love learning about product, and I've been doing this for a while, so I know what I'm saying. Context is something that I mentioned quite a bit in my other video. Context is a very important part of your skincare routine, and by context I mean know your skin type, understand your skin lifestyle, how much makeup you wear, how much you're outdoors, what you do for a living, if you do go to the gym. All those factors fall into skin lifestyle and your own personal skin goals. I agree with what most say. The morning skincare routine is the simplest, should be the simplest. It's all about protecting the skin. A simple cleanse, some moisturizer or sunscreen, and you should be good to go. But this is also the routine in which a lot of people like to address the issue of hyperpigmentation. I'll talk more about that when I get to that part of my routine. Let's start with the cleansing. As I said, it's a simple matter, but it's very dependent on your skin type. My skin type is oily with normal. I can't get dehydrated if I misbehave. So the fact that my skin is oily, I fall into the camp of people who have to do a cleanse in the morning. Those with drier skin types or normal skin types can get away with just a water splash in the morning and a toner on a pad. The rest of us, I feel like we need something in the morning. The gentlest of cleanses, but it has to be effective. I have three options that I like to lean into when I am cleansing my skin in the morning, and that is a micellar water, a cream cleanser, or a mask. I have talked about this quite a lot, masking in the morning. It's one of my favorite beauty hacks. A girl needs to mask all the time. I have made a video about this. I will make sure to link it down below. This particular morning I went in with a clay mask. I feel like the oiliness in my skin can handle it, and I really enjoy the cleanse it gives my skin in the morning. All my clay masks must be hydrating and moisturizing. I do not want to strip the skin. I simply want to cleanse the skin. I usually make my own clay masks, and this is that type of mask I'm using in the morning. I have been known to buy clay masks, but because I mix my own, I'm rather happy there. Once again, I will leave a video down below so that you can have a little bit more context.
Now, a lot of people say, how do you mask in the morning? Where do you find the time?
What I like to do is put on my mask. Once I finish my morning workout, I will pop on my mask on my skin and I will just do my chores before I have my morning shower. It's not glamorous, but it gets the job done. You know, it really gets the job done. Sometimes I find an hour has gone by and I still have my mask on my skin. I will keep it hydrated constantly by misting it. But this is the beauty hack of a housewife. I also know not a lot of people have the amount of control I have over the time in my life. So maybe masking in the morning really does not make sense. But for me, I'm giving my context, which is my lifestyle. Masking in the morning works for me and I absolutely love it. The next step for me would be to tone and hydrate the skin. I love a toner. I believe in toner. I cannot stress that enough. Once again, it's because of my skin type. When it comes to breaking out, I don't really break out. My pores are my issue. I have to keep them clean or they'll get really gunky really quick. And toner is important for people like me who are focused on pore care. We just want to keep the pores as clean and refreshed and that sebum and gunk in constant movement out of the skin. I also like to hydrate with toners, SSS, ampules. I'm not set in stone, but hydration is really important for me, and I cannot stress this enough as well for us dark-skinned people. Hydration is what helps even out our skin tone. When dark skin is dehydrated, it can present itself as uneven skin patches or darkness that has no beginning or end. You're like, okay, you're superficial, you're not really deep in the skin. I didn't break out here, so why are you looking dark and patchy and dehydrated? It's because you're dehydrated. So hydrating the skin is really important for me to maintain the even tone in my skin. Now for the next step, this is the protect part that I had mentioned. This is the part where you use antioxidants to just protect your skin from the elements of the universe, of the day, of the world. And now this part of skincare has become sort of the norm to use antioxidants that also treat hyperpigmentation in the skincare routine of the morning. My favorite go-to antioxidants to target hyperpigmentation are vitamin C in combination with alpha-butene or tranexamic acid. I can't use vitamin C on its own and it does anything. I have to combine it with something, and that's when I get results. In saying that, I do not have a lot of hyperpigmentation, and I'm still not on my retinol journey like all the other girlies. But I like the results I get. I like that I'm able to brighten the skin from maybe a spot that I've picked, and my hyperpigmentation is dealt with. Unfortunately, the morning of this particular routine, I did not have those products. I have just run out of all of them, and I'm yet to repurchase anything to fit into that slot. I know what I'm going to get, but also, as I said, I don't have a lot of hyperpigmentation, so I don't panic when I run out of my vitamin C serum. I can go a month without it and bring it back into my routine and be okay with that. But if you do have a lot of hyperpigmentation, consistency is everything. Don't fall off the bandwagon like me and not use your products for 6 weeks or longer. Stick to it, bring down your level of hyperpigmentation, then maybe you can jump off the wagon like I do. And last but not least, we moisturize. This is also somewhere I keep it really simple, and sometimes I will not even moisturize my skin if I'm putting on sunscreen, because I like to use a sunscreen that's very moisturizing. In this particular routine, I did go in with both moisturizer and sunscreen, only because it's getting a little bit colder and I just like to keep the skin very protected from the cold. And also I knew I was going to do quite a bit today. I was going to do quite a bit of filming and running around in the house, and when I have makeup on, I have found that when my skin is well moisturized, my makeup will look better, it will last longer. So that's why I went in with that. Some mornings I will not wear sunscreen. I know, controversial. On the mornings that I am at home and I'm not doing much, I will not wear sunscreen. I will just go in with my moisturizer and a few drops of my facial oil. But if I'm going out or I have a busy day out in the garden, I will wear sunscreen. And depending on the weather, whether I'll moisturize and add my face oil, it's all dependent on the weather and how much moisture I feel like I need in my skin at that time. Hello, this is Future IJ, a Future IJ from the one you're watching. I was editing this video and I realized I didn't say enough about sunscreen. When it comes to sunscreen, it's not my strength. I don't know how to talk about it. It's not a part of my skincare where I'm deeply invested. I use it, don't get me wrong, but I do feel like there are other influencers who speak so much better about sunscreen than I do, and I'll make sure to link some down below. But my most important tip is, if you're doing everything that comes with the song and dance of skincare, you're using chemical exfoliants, you're using vitamin C, you're using retinols, you have to use sunscreen. All these ingredients that I have mentioned do help you with hyperpigmentation. They help you with evening out your tone. They help us deal with texture, but they also increase our sensitivity to the sun. Without sunscreen, you're undoing all your hard work. So if you're knee deep like me into skincare, okay, you're using all the big boys, you have to use your sunscreen. Okay, you have to use your sunscreen. Don't undo the good work that you do. And that's that, my darlings. As per usual, I will fill up the description box with the relevant information that has been mentioned in this video. I want to thank you so much for being here. My name is Ijoma, and I'll see you soon.